Have you ever thought to yourself, when it comes to communicating and taking that extra mile, rather if you've given your 100% or not? Seriously, just ask yourself that. Have you ever considered how the next person feels about something? Rather if it's your significant other, friend, or family member that you have some kind of bond with? But you know, we're going to focus mostly on relationships today. Communication is the key. I know it's cliche, but that sentence is something that you should have instilled in you if you want to make it a long way in life when it comes to building bonds. But like I said, in this case, we're talking about relationships, okay? You ever laid there at night and you feel so alone that you don't have anyone to talk to, yet you with someone and you feel like they don't listen? You don't want to be in that kind of situation. Now, I'm not saying this applies to me. I'm just saying in general for people who've been through that or who are currently going through that, because we've all been at some point in life to where we were single and just didn't have anyone, or you were with someone and you just wasn't happy. And another thing I want to touch on is happiness, and when a person is unhappy. I feel like if a person is unhappy about something, do what you gotta do to be happy, even if it involves cutting someone off, knowing that you're not going to be happy, because at the end of the day, we're adults. I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want you to waste mine. I care about the next person's happiness as much as I care about mine. But you want to know something? So many people are selfish and inconsiderate that they wouldn't even think to even have that come out of their mouth. So I just want to say that if you have a bond with someone, if you love and you care about them, just take that extra mile. I mean, if they care just as much as you do, they're going to appreciate you at the end of the day. They're not going to talk down about you behind your back. Whatever it is they feel, they're going to actually tell you. And another thing I can't stand, and sometimes I really wish I came up in a different generation. And I was talking to my best friend about this a couple of weeks ago. Things are just so different now. People don't feel like, they don't believe in talking to the person who they have a problem with face to face. They rather go on social media, air out their problems, but then don't actually talk to the person that they have the problem with. Even in relationships, I see it all the time, and that's never been my thing. Never. I always feel like if you have a problem with someone and you want to reconcile things, talk to them. And as you talk to them, look them in their eye. Show them your honesty. Because at the end of the day, like I said, if you really care about that person, they're going to appreciate that, and they're going to build a higher respect for you. One thing about me, I know I can't please everyone. I have flaws just like the next person. I've been in situations where I felt like I gave my 100% and there was no reciprocity. And, it all ties in with that too, because we all need balance. Support me for my dreams. Support me for my goals. Listen to me when I don't have anyone to talk to. Anyone else to talk to, I should say. Pray to God about whatever it is that you're going through. Just at the same time, when you have a relationship with someone, a significant other, and you're building with one another, you're building a foundation, you don't ever want to shut someone out. That's one of the worst feelings ever. To shut someone out that you care about and that you know that they care about you too. And don't lead anyone on. Please don't do that. There's too much of that going on in 2016. People love with all their heart and they get hurt. And of course, when people get hurt so much, they tend to shut down. It's just a lot. Sometimes I kind of get lost for words. And this is all, of course, it's not written, as you can see. This is just me speaking, coming from experience, sharing this to those who's been through similar things like myself. Or even if you haven't been through those things, which I'm sure most of us has, as adults. A lot of things I learned on my own coming up. I wasn't taught about, going through some of these things that I've either been through in my life or currently going through. So I hope this message reaches someone. I hope someone takes heed to it. I always believe in practicing what you preach. There's some things that I need to work on. And I'm not afraid to admit that. So if you're with someone and you love them, be able to express yourself without judging, without hurting them as best way as possible. And if you do hurt that person, and if you really love them, then do whatever it takes. Take that extra mile to make them smile, to make them happy, to make them feel like they're just like the most special person in the world. Because whoever I'm with, that's how I want them to feel, and I want them to treat me the same way. So if that's not what you're getting at the end of the day, then you got to keep it moving until you reach that point in life. Thank you.